Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. My goal today is to finish this completely in about 17 minutes. And if we fail, I apologize, but it will not have been my fault. So this morning I have the good pleasure of introducing Tony Capacelli. Tony, in my opinion, is one of the best kept secrets in Oklahoma City. Tony is a Oklahoma City guy. He graduated from Edmond Memorial, went on to go to Oklahoma Baptist University. Tony and I graduated from college at about the same time. We didn't know each other. And when we were graduating, a lot of people were choosing to go explore other markets, other opportunities. A lot of our buddies, they went to Dallas, they went to Houston, they went to New York. Tony chose to stay. He chose to bet on Oklahoma City. Tony's guys that I have grown very fond of over the last few months, Zach Payne, Vince Lombardo, Mike Mantrek, those guys are Oklahoma guys. Those guys all chose at about the same time to bet on Oklahoma City. About 9 months ago, Tony had the opportunity again to choose to bet on Oklahoma City. He was looking to consolidate 500 or 600 jobs. And a lot of other cities were trying to land this project. They were offered in the tens of millions of dollars of incentives for many, many other cities. And Tony, again, chose to bet on Oklahoma City. I'm so thankful for him, for our relationship, for the friendship that we've developed over the last few months. With that, Tony Capacelli.
Well, that was probably too kind from Andy, for sure. He's always too kind. That being said, thank you guys so much for coming out. This is a big deal to us, and what I'm finding out is that this is a big deal to the local family here. A lot of business owners, council folks, people really care about this area, and and they care about the electric train car right there, right? That's right. It matters to be a part of something where people care and want to do really good stuff. And, again, first and foremost, thank you guys for coming out. I thought it was going to be a little chillier, perfect day. Thank you, Rand, for setting up the weather for us. Andy said a lot of things about Oklahoma City, and I will say in 2014, I read a Forbes article that this was one of the best places listed at number 7, best place for business and careers in America. And, I was a little bit surprised when I saw that. Because with the rich tapestry that's going on down here, the forward-facing future, I can't believe we didn't get top 5. At the end of the day, this is a place that has a lot going for it. And Heartland, and I can't speak for Forbes, but whenever we looked around the country, looked around where we could be, we're in every state, nationwide business. 4,000 folks support the Heartland brand, which is a global payments company. We had a lot of options. This isn't even our biggest market right now. But when we talked to folks, looked around, we said this is going to be our #1 choice and where we want to land. And it's because of what you guys have done down here. You guys have definitely created an area that can attract a lot of fantastic talent. I'm actually going to put this down for a second and get off script. But yeah, you guys put together a fantastic place for a business to grow, and that's what I look for. I look for the ability to attract and retain the top talent I have, and finding a city that matches that. You guys obviously have fantastic districts, art, culture, events going on constantly now, and that's different. I've been here for a long time, 38 years, and it's continually grown, and it's in a perfect place for us to invest in as an organization. And Heartland, we care a lot about work and where we do work and who we do work around and with. And so that was part of the equation here. We were named by the Journal as a top place to work this year. Global Payments, our parent company, named by Fortune as one of the top 50 most innovative companies in the country. And that matters to us. And so when we choose a place to land, it's nice to have the alignment of a city that cares a lot about similar values and things we care about. And so the vibrancy, we couldn't be much more excited about being a part of. Automobile Alley, this was a tougher decision, and not because there's so many great places you could land downtown. But we bring a lot of folks in town, and so initially we started with thought downtown is where we needed to be. We use the facilities, the conference centers, the hotels, and there's a lot of districts around here we want to be connected to, and now we can be right here with a streetcar. And we're the front door of whether it be Bricktown, the Arts District. Doesn't matter where we're at, we can get to it now, which is a big deal for our business and our employees. We spend a lot of time ensuring we're building out, a property that fits with Automobile Alley and this kind of transition space right here. It was a big part of our equation. For a long time in the 20s, this was built to brick buildings to showcase Model Ts, and now it's built with some of the most high-end businesses, retail establishments, happening restaurants, and we hope to add to that cultural tapestry ourselves. Worked really hard with Rand Elliott at the Point and Stan Lingo to ensure we put together a really good fit for how we can meet not only our objective as a business, but as importantly, the community's objectives. Even simply down to, we're not going to have a gym. We're going to use the YMCA across the street. How we're going to fit in with the restaurants we choose. That they're going to be Heartland establishments that are using our services, but also be a part of what we offer back to the community, adding another piece to that puzzle. So, our team as a whole, the only thing we wish is we could do this faster and get down here sooner. This is the first step, of which we're very, very excited for, and we can't wait for this next chapter. The building itself, obviously the fit is part of it. We've designed it with the elements that hopefully our employees. I don't know if you did that one, right? That's good. That's good. There's Oklahoma for you, right? Any second, things can change, and that's just fine. We'll collect all those for the groundbreaking pictures momentarily, but I will just say the building down to the detail, and we hope the community enjoys it, and we hope our team, our people we bring in for customers, partners, events, really can enjoy the opening arms of the Oklahoma City area as we continue to invest here. So last thing I'll say is a lot of people I want to thank. First and foremost, Andy Burnett, from a dinner about 18 months ago, conversation about what we're looking for. He said, I know just the place. And he rode me around on a bike and until we found the right parking lot, and here we are. So I appreciate not just that first conversation, but the ups and downs along the way to get here. Rand Elliott, next person he introduced me to, has put together a fantastic vision that meets our business objectives, meets Oklahoma City, meets Automobile Alley, and he's one of the, everyone here knows he's one of the best architects in the city, and I'm proud to work with him, talk with him, become his friend over the period. Stan Lingo, I don't know where Stan is, but Stan's done a phenomenal job through the whole process, working so closely with Rand. His team's an A-team, and same with Rand's and Andy's. You're working with an A-team when you're working with these three groups, and I couldn't be prouder to have their names on the building and their partnership and their friendship through this process. So it's fantastic there. The city of Oklahoma City has made this super easy, accessible, and exciting. So I appreciate the city for everything they've done. The chamber has been a huge part of that along the way. And the state of Oklahoma, you guys have put together what I would just say is a very attractive place to land, and it's easy to do business with you guys. A lot of other cities just don't make it this easy, and along the way you realize it's good people, and you want to be there, and you want to work with them, and you want to make each other successful. And so I thank all of you guys. Lastly, on behalf of the Heartland team that's here, that's back in Edmond and Oklahoma City, we're really excited. We appreciate the support you've given us, and we just wish 18 months could go by faster. So thank you guys very much. Back to you, Andy.
That wind is why we killed the rooftop amenities. So when the chamber gave me my talking points for introducing Mayor Holt, it said that he was the youngest mayor in a city of over 500,000 people. And I felt like that was a little too verbose. So I would like to introduce Mayor Holt he is the only mayor that advises his constituents via Twitter to Netflix and chill before a snowmageddon. That's who he is. He's fun, he's cool, he's hip. David and I, or Mayor Holt and I, flew to Las Vegas together in May for a meeting, and we sat on a 2-hour flight, and all we talked about for that 2 hours was how we could close this headquarters. He is infinitely involved in all of the little pieces of our city, constantly hoping and helping make this better. He cares about everybody, not just the higher end of our city. He cares about every single constituent. So with that, Mayor Holt.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy. That's very kind. And I think I might have misheard, but I'll definitely keep my remarks under 17 minutes. No, very brief. You know, nobody mourns the loss of the empty lots in downtown Oklahoma City. Steve's chat doesn't get full of questions about the empty lots. I don't get bombarded with calls about the loss of empty lots. We celebrate the loss of empty lots. Our downtown's renaissance is obvious, it's in your face, it's a vibrant downtown, but at the same time, we can't escape those empty lots. This is Broadway. This is literally Oklahoma City's Broadway, and yet for as long as I can remember, perhaps my lifetime, this whole block has been a surface parking lot. But lots of other people don't mourn that, they see opportunity. And that's how this turned around. And every year and every month, we lose another empty lot. And nobody mourns it. And great people like Tony and Andy cast a vision for those empty lots, and things start to change in those places. And that's what happened here. I mean, obviously, this would have stayed an empty lot maybe for another young mayoral lifetime, if not for their vision and their willingness to work together and make this happen. And the chamber and the alliance stepping up, and the partnership we were able to forge with the city. All of these things were required, but ultimately it's paid off. Well, I assume. I mean, you're going to build this building, right? Don't make us all look like idiots. But ribbon cuttings are better than groundbreakings, I just want to say. So we'll come back. Accountability is on the list here. And I'd said one last thing, because it's certainly timely. This is an exciting week. It is Streetcar Week in Oklahoma City. And I think there's no question that was a major factor in the siting of this, and the knowledge that you would have that accessibility without a vehicle to all of the amenities of downtown for the employees of this company. So we're excited that that is happening on Friday. You're all welcome. If it's colder or windier than this, it will be indoors. And this is certainly a great symbol of the success of the streetcar already, that this company is going to open right on the line and fill one of these empty lots. So thank you, congratulations to everybody who made this happen. Thanks for these great jobs, this great development downtown. Congratulations. Thank you all for being here this morning.
So the only reason that I agreed to do the groundbreaking, number one, to keep my bank happy, and number two is to thank all of the people that helped make this happen. So before I introduce our last speaker, Roy Williams, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank so many people that helped get us here. First and foremost, my brother, David. David is my partner on this deal. David doesn't ask for or try to get in the spotlight often. David is running point for us on our developments in Arkansas, Fort Worth, Bentonville, but he is instrumental in everything that I do. So thank you, David. The bank, MidFirst Bank, Chris Dunning helped me procure MidFirst Bank. Morgan Morrissey, thank you guys so much for believing in us, believing in this deal, believing in the lease. We're so appreciative of everything that you have done for us. Stan Lingo and his team, Mike Mays, Stan Lingo and his team, JP Craig, Devin Curran, and so many other people that helped make that happen. Rand Elliott and his team, Mike Mays, Cody Pistolka, all of the people that helped us design this building. And then to the city, Meg Sawyer. Thank you, Meg, for sitting with me and helping me dream this thing up. Obviously, I already talked about the mayor, Jim Couch, Kathy O'Connor, Brent Bryant. All of those people helped me pull this thing off. They went and had lunch with me and Tony and Vince and his team and helped sell Oklahoma City. There's so many other people, Jeff Seymour, Kurt Foreman with the chamber, Roy, so many guys that helped us. And then finally, like, if you look around at this group of people here today, there are a lot of people that I compete with, a lot of other developers, and I think what makes this city so special is how we root for each other. We are constantly for each other, helping each other, and helping us dream up how do we make this city better. I look at Jonathan Russell in the back, Russell Wantland, my attorney. Thank you. Hi. But Jonathan, so let's talk about Jonathan really quick. And again, my goal is still 17 minutes, and we may have already blown that. I apologize. But Jonathan Russell, I sat down with Jonathan. Jonathan and I do the same thing. We're both developers. And when I first had this idea for this site, I sat down with Jonathan, and in most other markets, you're very secretive with what you're trying to do. But with Jonathan, I know that Jonathan cares about Oklahoma City and what ultimately making Oklahoma City better. And so I sat down with Jonathan. I said, Jonathan, this is what I'm up to. It's a long shot. It's a big deal. But if I pull it off, I'll pay you your number. But I need you to be patient with me, and I don't want to hide from you. I want to tell you exactly what I'm doing. And Jonathan, man, he was so cool. We had this site tied up for 9 months. I don't know how long. And the only reason he agreed to that is because he cares about our city. And so cheers to you, Jonathan. There's so many other guys here that were all helping me who had nothing to gain, but because they wanted what was best for Oklahoma City. So with that, thank you guys. And our final speaker, and then I think we've got enough shovels for everybody. Roy.
Thank you. I don't know that I can say anything that hadn't already been said, so I'll be briefer than all of you. But on behalf of the Chamber, our board of directors, our staff, and our nearly 4,000 corporate members, welcome Heartland to downtown. We are so excited about this. Over the last 4 to 6 months, I think there have been 5 corporate headquarter announcements that are coming into the Central Business District, so we're really excited about that. The mayor has already said it, but I'll reiterate it. It is so great to see this parking lot going away and filling it up with great employees, a great facility, and a real amenity that's going to take place down here. The last thing I'd say is, and that's just repeating what everybody else has said, is that it took a village, that this wasn't a 1 or 2 person deal. From the state to the city to the neighbors, downtown Oklahoma City, OG&E, many partners played a pivotal role in making this project happen. This was not one of the easier projects to make happen. So it's been a pleasure to be a part of it. Great to see everybody down here, and again, congratulations to Heartland on making the decision and pulling the plug on this. We're really excited about it. So, thank you.
Yeah, good job. So again, there's coffee and donuts over here if you want anything. And then I guess we're gonna everybody grab a shovel. We've got plenty. So I honestly have no idea how this works. I'm gonna let the chamber run point on that. I think we literally have 50 shovels up here. So maybe we'll do it in waves, but again, I'm gonna let whoever needs to make those decisions on who gets a shovel and when they get a shovel. Jeff? Jeff Seymour, everybody. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, so lingo. Yeah, Mayor Cornett, please, or Mayor Holt. I'm just gonna, Mr. Holt. The mayor, Lingo, Rand, all y'all guys, please.
What do we do? All right, somebody's got to lead. Get yourself some dirt. That can take a minute. All right.